Hi, this is chapter 35 of uh, chapter 35 of a book, a comprehensive prophetic manual, and it's on a playlist on my YouTube channel. This is a chapter called Prophetic Evangelism. Prophetic evangelism is the ability to approach a total stranger and give them a personal prophecy of God, give them a prophetic word. Uh, there's something I really enjoy. I've done it between 10 to 20,000 times in my life, and I'm very experienced at it. If you're just tuning in to this video and you haven't looked at the playlist of comprehensive prophetic manual, um, I'll just tell you this, that Uh, there's an accepted phrase that I use that is very effective when I do prophetic evangelism. It really comes down to your opening line. And so I walk up to a person, often they're with someone else, and I say, "Excuse me, I've got a gift." And from time to time, that gift allows me to have a message for a person. Today, I've got a message for you. And then I just launch into the prophetic word and share a few words of knowledge about the person, and then launch into a prophecy. And at the end of it, I say, Jesus really wanted you to know that. And I pray that you're really blessed by that. Have a wonderful day. And I'll walk off. I won't try and convert them. I'll lead them in a sinner's prayer, and I'll leave it up to the person's guardian angel to share with them that that was a Christian. That's what a nice Christian is all about. Um, and I've made a few friends in my shopping centre, giving prophetic words to them, and I see them often, and I build relationship with them. But prophetic evangelism is really a powerful tool, and we've seen Jesus with Nicodemus, and he said to Nicodemus, uh, not Nicodemus, uh, the guy that was in the tree, uh, he told him to come down, and he's going to spend time in his house. He got the name of the guy in the tree. He knew his name, Zacchaeus, and uh, that was amazing. And some people have a real ability to get names and dates and different things with people, and they can have a surprising ability with the gift of word of knowledge in their prophetic evangelism. But I like to think that Jesus is just a person who just wants to encourage people and build people up. We live in a world that's pretty harsh, and people are scared and people are worried, and the world is getting gradually darker and darker, and more extreme things are happening, and the world, the love of many is growing cold, and people just need to be encouraged and lifted up and blessed. And you can be a source of that encouragement and building up uh, if you just have the courage to uh, approach strangers and exercise your gift with strangers. I've got a book called Prophetic Evangelism Made Simple, and if the subject of prophetic evangelism interests you, that's a really good book. I looked yesterday and it's got 90 reviews on Amazon, so you can go and read the reviews on the book and find out that it's a good book. I think it's got 5 star. Uh, 5 star as a rating with all the reviews. There's not many negative reviews for the book, and so I encourage you to read that book. I'm not here using a video or a chapter in the book to lead you to the book, but the book is about prophetic evangelism, and it's a subject that I know well, something I've done thousands of times, and so I know a little bit about it. I had I had uh, uh, I shared with you that I shared with that young 17-year-old stunning girl in the first chapters of the book. I actually walked past her because she was young and she was so stunning. She's one of the best looking girls I've seen in my life, and it so overcome me with feelings of inadequacy, like I'm an overweight guy that's not dressed too well, and I just felt too ashamed to walk up to her, and the Lord turned me around and sent me back to speak to her. Um, and it's really interesting that really attractive girls make that happen to me. I'm very bold when it comes to prophetic evangelism. 99.9% of the people I get a word of knowledge for, I get a message for, come across my head. I approach and I've got no problems, but from time to time, there's a really stunning girl that I'm too fearful to approach. And Mary Magdalene speaks to me from heaven, and she tells me that stunning girls are the ones that need the prophecies the most. And so many stunning girls are insecure, and they need to be built up about what's important within them, what uh, what is special that's inside of them, not so much what they look like. And so you'll remember from that example I used in an earlier chapter that she was really encouraged with the things I said. Um, I often am used also just to approach strangers and give them compliments. And if you see a nice skirt or you see a nice jacket on a woman, you like the jacket, it's quite all right to tell her that that's a really nice jacket. And depending on their response, if it's a cordial response, you might get a prophetic word, and that can be your opening to share the prophetic word with the person. So I'm very open when it comes to sharing compliments with men and women, and that often opens up to a dialogue where I can share a prophetic word. But it's really important for us to be ambassadors of Jesus Christ in this world, and people need to meet Jesus. It's important for you to realize that um, people don't know Jesus, and even many people in the church don't know the personality of Jesus. And it's important that people actually get to meet him. And one way that they can meet Jesus is meeting him through you. And prophetic evangelism is just such a special way of sharing God's light and God's truth and God's love with people. And it's a non-threatening way when you focus on bringing the message and don't focus on trying to have someone say a sinner's prayer. It's just a non-threatening way to establish Christ in the hearts of strangers. And so I really encourage you to it. I really encourage you to go to it and get it done. Uh, and I encourage you to, if you liked what I had to say, I encourage you to buy my book on prophetic evangelism. It's called Prophetic Evangelism Made Simple. So I hope that you're encouraged by this message.